Welcome to Game 2 between RDS and Raptors in the Attic of the Saskatchewan Law League on February 5th. I got Dunk Daly with me again.
Hello.
So last game, the tail of the tape was definitely that Draven. 2v4, pretty insane.
Yeah, that's really well played.
And Karma being banned out here again from Luke Duke. No surprise really, I mean, he loves playing Karma, and just imagine if they got Draven and Karma. It'd be worse than last time.
Yeah. That would be a lot scarier than Thresh.
The typical Ziggs ban coming out here too. We'll have to see what Raptors and the Addicts do to improve. I think their biggest problem, they had a pick comp. They weren't really picking anybody.
Yeah. Well, and you see the Draven ban, and that was kind of expected after that game.
For sure. But I think that's the problem. Loonshu could pretty much play any AD carry.
Yeah, I don't think we've really not seen him on any AD carry.
I feel like
maybe Ashe.
Maybe. I feel like trying to ban him out wouldn't be the way to go.
No, definitely not.
And the Leona ban from Garon. Garon might get his Tark here. I think they'll be okay with letting him have that one.
That's a scary thing to put up against your bot lane. I think that Tark is one of the strongest supports in the game. I totally support anybody playing him just because a single stun and the shatter damage, armor pen, that's totally worth it in the bot lane.
Yeah, but then Loonshu, he could just run Sivir and just be completely fine down there.
That is true.
Corki actually was being banned by Raptors in the Attic.
I don't know if
that's pretty surprising. Corki's pretty much garbage right now.
I think that was a misclick on Corki. I think that was supposed to be a Fizz.
Could be. They are right above each other, so...
Yeah. I'm thinking that's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, why would they just let Kawhi get his Fizz?
Yeah, especially against the Warwick, that doesn't really put him into a great position.
That'll just straight up cripple Felipe in lane.
Definitely. But we do get to see the Wukong come out, and yeah, there we go. There's the Yasuo.
Yasuo comps! So good. I'd like to see maybe a Vayne in the bot lane, or a support like Nami or Janna that has a lot of knockups.
I hope to see the Malphite again.
The Malphite, that'd be pretty sweet. I gotta say, that was a lot of fun. Hit 6. Let's go all in. Don't even care about it.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Malphite support, and you have tons of armor in lane. Can't really harass you. You can harass them, and you can save your AD pretty much anytime you want.
Yeah. And Ori and Lucian being hovered here. The Ori last game, the shockwaves that I saw all seemed to be on at least 2 or 3 people. So.
Yeah, there were some pretty good shockwaves.
And if you can play Orianna right, she can actually counter Yasuo pretty hard. Because if you get the ball behind the shield or the wind wall, you can still move it around back there as long as the ball never hits. Like, if you're positioned properly, you can still command protect yourself, you can still command attack and dissonance and everything.
I wish I was a god like that. I believe Zero Invictus.
Oh yeah. And Tarek is picked up here. I feel like that could be a problem for Lunch. He could dash away from the stun coming at him, but even then he could get trapped or exhausted or anything.
I think that's going to just be a problem all game. You have Yasuo, Wukong, Warwick, and Caitlyn. Warwick doesn't do all physical damage. He does a lot of physical damage, but a lot more magical damage. But the Shatter, that's what we're going to be looking for. And I think that can really turn this game around. There's no like true tank on RDS there.
Yeah, and looks like Elise. Yeah, Elise picked up. If you can play Elise, she's probably the best jungler there is right now.
That's true.
The early game presence, you can gank any lane. You can tower dive pretty much, as long as you can hit your stun.
It's a hard champion to master, though. It's definitely one of those champions that takes time.
And you're scaling, as long as you just get a little bit of magic penetration, your Q is hitting for like 10% of their max health, or current health, depending on which form you're in. And it's just dumb. Like, Riot, why did they think that Elise is balanced? Is the most broken thing in this game.
Just gotta nerf it a little bit. Nerf a little bit of damage. No worries. At least early game damage.
Yeah, need to nerf the base. Base is way too strong. Oh, Wukong's actually going to the top lane.
Oh. Whoa. Okay. That's actually a really good idea. Now Warwick doesn't have to face the 50% healing reduction from Fizz. So it's not like Wukong really needs to lifesteal or anything. He has no built-in lifesteal. Doesn't really need to get Vampiric Scepter early or anything. So I think this is gonna be a really strong lane for him.
Yeah, the only downside is they will be missing out on the mid lane synergy of Wukong ult, Yasuo ult. But that's something they could definitely get easily through in team fights. Like, Raptors in the Attic team fight is such full of lockdown. Warwick can ult somebody, Caitlyn can get a trap, Wukong can be ulting the whole team, Tart can stun somebody. Meanwhile, Yasuo is just going to town, and Caitlyn's just autoing everybody.
Yeah, this could be a really... This could be where we see a turning point.
Like, the only thing that could really stop them is if Shockwave lands on, like, all 5 members, or Chum the Waters is just in the most perfect spot that it just zones everybody out.
That it dodges the Yasuo wall, even.
Exactly. Can you actually do that? Can you, if you have Chum the Waters on you and somebody gets knocked up and it's about to go off, can you ult that target to dodge Chum the Waters?
Probably.
I
Some
think
of the
so
Waters
too.
that are really broken ultimate. It has its like kinks here or there. I mean, Riot says they aren't kinks, but they really are.
Yeah, I feel like if you're moving fast enough right when it's about to pop up, you can dodge the damage.
Yeah, it's like I hate the fact, or I hate to say it, but like with Elise Repel, you can dodge Fizz ult. Like that's stupid. That's not even fair. Not many other champions can do that. So I don't know, Fizz ult, one of those things. Just kind of broken. Hope it goes your way.
Yeah, and with like the Elise Repel, it's just like everybody was getting up on Vladimir because he can dodge spells.
Yeah, and we have to see if Fatboy Smoothie will put down the pressure to really, well, hopefully get somebody ahead, but hopefully get himself ahead as well.
I think he could. Last game, he was definitely applying the pressure everywhere he could. like at that like early level 2 at the tri-bush. Both the junglers were there, and Fat Boy out-damaged Lord Dogman way more. So we'll have to see what they can do this time. And Elise is just like a great early game duelist, but so is Warwick.
Warwick just has the survivability to really outlast anybody. Doesn't really have the huge damage, but he can just out-survive you. But actually, looking at comps right here, Orianna doesn't really have anybody to throw her ball on to really do a hard engage. She has Elise, kind of, but that's one person. You can go in on Fizz if he gets tanky enough to really absorb a lot of damage. Otherwise, I think they would just have to risk somebody and then go for the 5-man Orianna.
If they can do it, and this is just completely hypothetical, if they can get it perfectly with Thresh and with each member of Raptors in the Attic at a certain spot to hit the box when they get shockwaved, that's just insane amount of damage coming out.
That's a pretty intense hypothetical, man.
Yeah, like if they're all in the perfect spots and the box is up and the shockwave goes through, they're all going to go through a wall and they're all going to die pretty much.
Well, we'll see if your Dream Orianna Thresh combo can get pulled off.
It's never going to happen. The dream is not real on this one.
We can go into practice games after, no worries.
I wish there was practice mode like that. You could actually set fixed things.
This isn't Gary's mod.
Appears that maybe Amethyst might be DC'd here. We'll have to see if a pause or something comes out. I think he's there. They're just pinging him out.
Yeah,
Just
come
saying
back,
this.
dude, come back.
Standard battle lines. Except for Raptors and Attic here. They could probably make a move onto Kawhi up the top lane. I mean, they should know pretty much where he is, considering most teams just do this 5-man vision control.
Yeah, this is a really good setup from RDS. Just straight up across the board, one member keeping off every point.
Yeah, and if Luke Duke does go toward that bush, Luke Duke runs up this Gowron, takes the flash. I'm not even
nice
sure.
stun.
Gowron did not even start the stun. He had his heal level 1.
It was worth the risk.
Yeah,
It was worth the
he had no
risk.
clue. It was definitely a great flash coming out of him. But I feel he could have waited a bit longer to see if there was a stun coming, and
That's
then
true.
flash.
Our Dogman, though, gonna start his blue buff, which is something you don't see very often.
Especially Warwick too. Like, you really don't need to start your blue buff.
No, definitely not. You can even start your W ability and just take something down and have all your health still, and then go your Hungering Strike.
For sure. I gotta say, I really like Yasuo in the mid lane. It's so strong. The shield, you can go and trade with the enemy mid laner as much as you want.
Yeah, pretty much. Right there. Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, that was a
it's
bad
a nice
example.
combo.
That was a
It's
bad.
It's a nice combo from Zero Invictus there, but actually looking at top lane, Philippe is not doing too bad against Qui-Gon Jinn. Like I said, the Wukong, I think the Wukong can win out early.
For sure. Down the bot lane, Gowron tanking that death sentence on Amethyst's pop barrier to keep him alive there. Suicurse laughing with the wind wall. Look at that. That's what I was talking about. The shield right there. Blocking tons of damage. We do have Lord Dogman
Lord
coming up
Dogman
from the
going,
back.
oh, what nice cue.
Does have the red buff. That will be First Blood going over to Pseudocurse. That's actually, I feel like, a very unexpected gank. Most people don't expect Warwick to do any ganking pre-6.
And especially from that spot. That was really nice.
We'll have to see what Fatboy Smoothly can do to react. Misses the cocoon onto Felipe. Just any sort of fight there. Definitely not going to happen now.
Could have actually just repelled on top of Felipe and then it landed the cocoon.
Yeah. On the hook, it does land on the Gowron. Flay onto Amethyst and Gowron. Amethyst does not have barrier, but Lucian does get exhausted. Auto does get off after flashing forward. Great pickup by Lunshu and Luke Duke right there.
It was looking like a really close moment there that Amethyst was going to get through that, but nope. Auto attack went off. So really close exhausted. I think that would have been a split second earlier. I think it could have got it, but what happens.
I have to agree. If that exhaust was like literally a split second, it would have saved the life right there. Oh, and Felipe goes down to Kawhi in the top lane. Both ignites used. So there probably won't be any kills for a while in the top lane. With both ignites down.
Those are really nice tricks there from Qui-Gon Jinn there, though.
That dodges ignite damage even though it's already on you, though, right?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure.
I think it does. I know in Repel, any dots that are on you still apply, but I think Playful Trickster stops that, and we do have a pause coming out. Loonshoe appears to have disconnected. And he's back already, so I would only assume that this pause will be ending very quickly.
Alrighty then. Hopefully we can get back into this quick. Yeah.
Yeah, both junglers have yet to back. Same with the mid. Oh, sorry, the Invictus did die. And here we go. Pause. Ending. So I feel like the game is definitely in favor of Raptors in the Attic right now, because if Yasuo gets ahead, he can pretty much snowball every other lane.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's just gonna wait until 6 and either start ganking the top lane or just start roaming with the Warwick.
Pseudocurse and Fatboy Smoothly actually walking past each other there. And Kawhi doing a lot of damage onto Felipe. Chum the Waters does pick up the kill. And that top lane Fizz doing work.
If Lord Dogman was 6 here, I think they might be able to do something, but it just has the mobility to get away, especially with the flash being almost up. Being up now.
Yeah, definitely way too slippery. Even for Yasuo. And that, with Pseudocurse going top, that just allowed Zero Invictus to easily push in a bunch of minions to that top lane. Or, sorry, mid lane. And RDS looks to grab Dragon here.
Yeah, they're gonna roam to the Dragon. Although,
If
bottom
Fatboy Smoothly
lane
backs
actually-
up. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
bottom lane actually isn't looking too bad anymore for Raptors in the attic. They actually came back from that death quite well.
It's a good dragon by there. If Febo Smoothie did back up just a bit, his Spiderlings would have started tanking it, and he wouldn't have taken so much damage there, because at this point, he should probably just back.
Yeah, well, especially for having not backed yet.
It's taking a lot of damage. Yeah, does go down to the wolves.
It was worth.
Should have just backed. Wow, Kawhi doing really tons of damage on the Felipe. That's surprising. I guess if you do start a Sheen, there is that AP damage that Fizz mostly does.
Yeah, and I think that may have thrown Felipe off a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like he was just expecting pure AD, Vampire Acceptor, stuff like that.
Well, just playing the mind games. It's a great, well, it was a great pickup for RDS just because of the fact that the Raptors in the act didn't ban the Fizz this time.
Yeah, I think they were just too concerned about Draven and overlooked the Fizz pickup. Oh, actually, no, they did misclick onto the Corki.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Oh, and Felipe probably go down here. I can't see him not dying here. Some of the waters does land. That will be enough to kill Felipe once more.
Just the Fizz combo, that's what happens when he gets ahead of you in pretty much any lane.
Especially in a lane that has bushes you can just hide in. Like,
yeah. That makes it a lot worse.
Mid lane, going pretty good. Sudocurse actually behind on farm despite getting that kill early. I think that's more attributed to his roam top.
Yeah.
He missed out on quite a few creeps doing that, so.
Invictus is only up about 40 gold though, so it's not really end all.
Yeah. He did. Sudocurse actually blocked a couple CS there with his wind wall, so.
Yeah, Seal Wall is just wonderful for lane, just because you can do so many different things with it.
Yeah. Definitely need to see how this game plays out. Bot lane, definitely not the same story it was last time. Farms only down by 15. And there's not really been any sort of aggression out of Luke Duke. Double ult used on the Zero Invictus. The Ignite goes down with Barrier, Shockwave. Will the Ignite be enough? No, Lord Dogman has to chase under towers. Does get it. Will he be able to get away? Barely pushing up. Fatboy Smoothie. Flash repels to pick up the kill.
Sudocurse almost had that knockup. That would have been really nice, but just didn't have the time to really get there.
Yeah, and the gank, that was very fluid. Like,
That was a very nice gank.
Infinite Duress like just ended, and then the knock-up ult went down. Well, Felipe taking a lot of tower shots. Is in repel range. Does go down there. Felipe just having a really rough day.
And it happens. But I mean, it's a pretty hard matchup to go against, especially for not expecting whether or not he was going to go AP or AD. He just had to go off what he's seen.
Yeah. And that's like the trouble with the Sheen pickup. Like, he could be rushing Lichbane, or he could be rushing Triforce.
Yeah, never really know what he's going to be doing. And, well, now obviously we know what he's doing, but...
Yeah. But that early, you really have no clue. And plus, if you're expecting him to go AP, and then he goes Sheen, AD, and then he goes Sheen, then your armor is not going to mean anything.
And actually, Lutu going into the bottom lane. Lutu landing both a Q and just missing the W.
I'm surprised Lunshu actually didn't alter there to possibly
Yeah.
pick up enough damage. Both flashes and ults used up the top lane as well, with both. Actually, just Felipe's Ignite. Qui-Gon's is not up yet. Lord Dogman, if he got there just a little bit quicker, he could have hit his ult onto Felipe, or sorry, Kawhi, and might have been able to pick up a kill.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, he does have blood scent. I suppose he just didn't get there in time for him to get the blood scent on him.
And Lunshu and Luke Duck picking up the bot lane tower there.
Or does he not have blood scent toggle?
I'm not sure. I don't know if it.
I don't believe he has blood scent toggle.
I don't think he does. Exhaust going on to Amethyst. Oh, the lantern picks up, but the minions are in the way, denying the death sentence from coming out. No more guys. I don't know. Is there any other toggled abilities in the game that we could check? Not really.
Yeah, no, not really.
Sudocr's getting stunned here. Windwall goes out, not really blocking anything. But they're just grouping up on top. Kawhi does get the shield and the shockwave onto two people. Slowed enough that Kawhi dashes through. Lord Dogman running into the wrong jungle here, but doesn't have much choice. And Amethyst going down in the bot lane.
Yeah, and we saw Lunshu ult at the very end there, and that's what he was saving it for.
Yeah. And Kawhi just narrowly escaping that fight right near the Baron pit. It looks like Lunshu and Luke Duck want to get this tower and then go over to Dragon to help Fatboy Smoothie, but Gowron coming from the side, will he be able to get Luke Duke? No, decides to back off.
At least he saved the tower. That was
Yeah.
definitely what he was going for. He just
He
didn't
did.
want that to die.
Definitely did manage to save the tower there. Oh, if that Destiny's landed, certainly would be death. Walks into the box wall. Now the lantern comes out. Can he click it? Gets away. Luke Duke, yeah, definitely. Good thing he did not get in front of that flash used from Lunshu. Felipe, he only has tier 1 boots, so he can stay in range of Luke Duke. Oh, and the Nimbus Strike actually hit onto Lunshu. That
was awesome.
was pretty impressive. I definitely thought that would just hit Luke Duke and no one else.
Yeah, one kill and probably would have died. Would not have been worth it. So that was impressive.
Yeah,
that was definitely worth its dive.
Exactly. He just turned that into a mid lane tower. And probably even Dragon now.
Dragon's down.
Oh, Dragon is down. Oh, okay.
Fatboy Smoothie.
He did manage to do it by himself. Okay, I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah.
Kawhi actually picking up red buff here, and Amethyst doing the same. Say at this point.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just surprised that they didn't give it to Lunshu there. This would probably be the perfect time to actually give it to Lunshu. He has Bloodthirster and level 2 boots already. That's all you really need.
Yeah.
You just keep on slowing people to death. And keep on speeding yourself up with W.
Lunshu actually getting exhausted, taking a lot of damage, and Lord Dogman comes from behind, gets the ult onto Lunshu, and Luke Duke just in a terrible spot here. Certainly will go down. Not much he can do about it except for run away and maybe just ward up the enemy jungle.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he. Well,
He might actually be able to get the deny here.
yeah, and he's actually just delaying himself for long enough for them to get the mid tower, and that's all that was needed. And Kawhi is also going to get the top lane tower.
So picking
Luke
up
is
that.
still alive.
Yeah, he definitely delayed for a really long time. That worked out great for them. At this point, all RDS really needs to do is just keep in their lanes matchups. If they watch for the jungler, or have Fatboy Smoothie just track Lord Dogman, they could literally just push ahead and win this game.
Definitely. The Fizz is super strong right now.
Oh, Chum the Waters does miss, but Felipe taking a lot of damage anyways, and Galron
Almost making it.
probably go down here. Kawhi does have lifesteal. Oh, Lord Dogman flash, infinite duress. Qui-Gon just taking 2 with him, so
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Xeravix is gonna push mid lane. Hopefully he can get down a lot of damage onto that tower and actually force Pseudocurse to just leave the bot lane and go to mid lane. That bot lane tower is only at 600 health and he really can't save it at this point.
yeah, that bot lane, he should have just abandoned that, because he might go down here. Hook does miss, dashing through a bunch of creeps, dodges the flay too. Culling does come out, and oh, sorry, narrowly does not get away.
And narrowly escapes.
4 men
Luke
down here.
picking up the kill with the auto attack.
Oh, decides to stay for the shockwave for Zero Invictus. Great. The barrier coming at Amethyst to stay alive. Flashes right when the barrier ends. Auto attack does track. Flay comes out. Luke Duke actually flashing away from Lord Dogman here. Not sure if that was the greatest idea. I think if he just would have hooked them, Zero Invictus could have helped nuke him down.
Definitely, especially with the Orianna passive, and him having already 106 AP at 20 minutes. Qui-Gon Jinn going in on Pseudocurse though, and lands both the ult and the Trickster.
And the Lantern there did get blocked by the wind wall. Oh, great last breath coming out of Yasuo. Hitting 2 members, but they will just get out of here for now. They do look Kawhi actually in a tough spot. Playful Tricksters over the wall. God damn.
Xeravix didn't need to turn back there, and he might actually pay for his life for doing it.
I don't know, I feel like with Loonshoe there, they could probably turn this fight around, especially with Kawhi taking out Galron.
And the culling is almost done.
Oh, and Amethyst took a lot of damage from the burst out of Ori and Lucian there, and there goes the culling. Decoy blocking it quite a bit. Kawhi gets the shield from Zero Invictus.
The double shield.
And there again is another surrender vote. And game 2 goes over to RDS. Thank you for watching the Saskatchewan Law League, and we'll see you next time.
GG.